My journey through the creative space has been one of twists and turns, you know? Short bursts of creativity, long gaps of stagnation, short bursts of pride and joy in my work, long bouts of depression and imposter syndrome. I have an almost unparalleled ability to get down in the dumps when things aren't moving in a rapid succession. You know, things aren't moving 1,000,000 miles a minute. Things don't go well for my mind. You know, if there's not a camera in my hand or a script idea in my brain, I manage to fall into a mental trap of self-sabotage. You know, I'm not good enough, I'm a failure, I'll never be good enough, I'm a piece of garbage. But if I ever want to make it as a filmmaker, I've got to introduce some sort of structure into my life. And that means starting with taking care of my mental health. You know, I know this is a familiar feeling for a lot of us, and I don't have all of the answers because I'm still very early on in this journey myself. But I figured it'd be worthwhile to kind of discuss some of the things that have clicked for me, that have worked personally, to really set this next phase of creativity in motion, and this next phase of self-love in motion. And I figured I'd share them with you. Number one is forgiving myself. So, I post a photo on Instagram that's not doing particularly well after I put all this hard work and energy into making sure that I got it exactly right. Or I post a YouTube video and it gets 8 views. There are a few out there. Or clients aren't flocking to me for music videos, or, you know, a number of different things. That's okay. I'm okay. I'm learning to be better. I'm learning to accept that I still have an enormous amount of talent at my disposal. You know, despite my analytics or bank accounts, I'm a talented filmmaker. I'm a talented creative individual. And this has kind of been one of the single most important steps in my journey. I'm not always going to be on fire. I am not always going to be, you know, doing super well in the public eye, and that's okay. I'm not always going to get it right. There's algorithms to battle with. There's imposter syndrome to get over. There's networking to be done. You know, not everything is going to happen when and where I want it to happen in this creative journey, and that's okay. Number two is enjoying the hobbies that I'm not very good at. It's no secret. I want to be a filmmaker. I want to tell stories and work with talented artists and set designers and actors who want to be a part of that creative process as well. That's what I want to do. But not every single moment of every single day can be spent telling stories or making films. It's just not feasible. It's not possible, at least in my current state. Not Michigan. I'm not talking about Michigan. In order to keep myself from shaming myself, you know, for not doing the thing each and every day, I have to constantly find new and different ways to be creative. So if there's no photo or video work in my near future, I have to embrace my other hobbies. I have been learning to play the ukulele. I've been painting with cheap acrylics. Anything I can do to keep my mind sharp and just be creative, be artistic in some way, any way. Anything I can do to keep my mind sharp and stay away from social media, because there are endless distractions via social media. And contrary to popular belief, you don't have to be good at all of your hobbies. You you can do some of them just for the fun of it. And that is evident by my paintings, which are comparable to that of a 5-year-old. But that's okay. I will still put my proverbial macaroni art up on the proverbial refrigerator because it's something to be proud of. I'm still doing something actively to get the creative juices flowing. And that's good. Finally, keep going. You have to keep going. No matter how long it's been since my last video project, or my last photo session, or my last script idea, or my last artistic collaboration, no matter how down in the dumps I am about my art, no matter how broke I am, I have to keep going. I have to keep believing that there's a future for me in the film space, because that's what I live for. This doesn't mean it's gonna happen today, for sure. It's not gonna happen tomorrow. It's not gonna happen this week. Won't happen this month. Might not even happen this year or this decade. But it's definitely not going to happen if I give up. And I have to remember that. It's important for us to manifest our happiness through our actions, not wait for the happiness to come to us through inaction. Without work, there's no reward. Whether you're a creative person, whether you're a filmmaker or a painter or a musician or a lawyer or an athlete, you have to keep going, because you're not going to find success through luck. You're gonna need some luck, but luck alone just won't do it for you. If you're anything like me, you've already bullied yourself enough. You've already shamed yourself enough. I have in the past, and still tend to find myself in a black hole of ambition with no reward. So I gotta keep going. Because the years, and months and weeks and days that we've spent wishing and hoping for something more than this, it's not gonna be forever. We're gonna do it. You and me both. Just keep going. I love you. And I'll see you on the other side.